Hello everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs, and today I am unboxing the Market Marvels Sam's bead box, curated by the lovely Danielle Wicks. And so I know a lot of people have already seen the unboxing. I still want to do one because I haven't had any time to myself to actually go through this yet. So I wanted to sit down and do that with you, share my first impressions, and then I thought we'd make a quick and easy project at the end. So if you'd like to see that, then just keep on watching. First up is this lovely check glass fire polish rondelle jewel mix, and this is a 15-inch or 15-piece strand here. It's a 6 by 8.5 millimeter, and these jewel tones are just so lovely. I'm especially loving the green with the blue here, but again, that topaz, the red, and the purple are also pretty awesome. Oh my goodness, look at these little sparklers. This is a multi-cubic zirconia faceted round, lab created, about 3 millimeters, and it's a 10-inch strand. And oh my goodness, let's bring these up close. Those are stunning. I still don't know how Sam can make a box so nice for the price point. They must be making like $1 a box because this is insane. Oh, I love those. Next, we have a Z agate smooth round eye pattern, blue, dyed, about 8 millimeters, and a 5-inch strand here. Ooh, so we could definitely use this in a bracelet if we had like a focal and some spacers. That would be a really cool bracelet. I love the patterning and the variation on these. There's some that are super bright white and then some that are more of like that faded look to them. These are beautiful. Okay, these are wild. I don't think I've ever seen this bead before. This is a check glass fire polish round cobalt gilded bronze 5 millimeter 30-piece strand. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see the actual cobalt in this. Let me bring a little white tray. It's looking pretty dark on camera, but this is a really dark blue. And it looks much brighter in person, but oh my goodness. That's a unique one for me. I haven't seen this color combo before. Super yummy. Next up is this red jasper gem cut coin, about 12 millimeters, and there's 7 pieces on this strand. And do you see some of the flecks on this one? Oh my gosh. So if you've hung around this channel at all, you know that jasper is probably my favorite gemstone. Just the jasper family. It can vary a lot, but I mean like Dalmatian jasper, ocean jasper, all of the jaspers, the red jasper, rainbow jasper, all of them. I just love them. They're so earthy. And when I think of a gemstone and beads that I want to kind of like reflect the earth, I always think of the jasper family. So I think these are so beautiful and stunning. And even though they are like an earthy material, that faceting pattern on there just kind of like brings it up a notch. Okay, so I think this is the next one. It says multi-mosaic quartz, smooth round, dyed 6.5 millimeter and a 7-inch strand. And there's so many nice little colors in here. Definitely reflecting the whole palette in this strand here. And these are just so cool. There's definitely some like more transparent parts. There's some that are like this one down here is like completely red. And those are super cool. Next up is this check glass lily flower, and this is a turquoise copper. And this is 8.5 millimeters and a 12-inch strand. Copper is my favorite metal tone here. And so definitely have to use these in a design. Maybe as like a little flourish or dangle. Next we have these Millefiori style floral round rainbow mix. 7.5 millimeters, and there's 20 pieces on this strand. And I love how there are some pairs in here. So if we wanted to do earrings, we definitely could. Yeah, there's quite a few pairs actually in here, and I love them. Next is a check glass dagger, turquoise and red silk travertine. And oh my goodness, I love this color mix. How did somebody ever pull off a red and a green without it looking Christmassy? That's talent, Danielle. That's talent. Because these really just, it's just like earthy. It's not like Christmassy at all, which is much appreciated. And yeah, look at those. I can't wait to use these. I love daggers. I have such a collection of daggers, but I feel like I don't use the small ones like this as much. So this will be a nice little challenge for me to put these in my designs. All right, and last for the strands here, we have a red silk travertine, and this is a 5mm 25-piece strand. And again, like it just matches all the funky, earthy, bright, fall, festive, like colorway we've got going on here. Okay, so this is really dope. This is a lampwork round flower blossoms, cobalt and red 20mm bead. And this is, you can definitely tell when you're looking at it that this is a design with a clear coat on top of it of glass. And so there's definitely some dimension in here. And again, it brings out that cobalt and some of those like rusty tone reds in here. Definitely reflecting a lot of those colors from the strands. I love this bead so much. It's beautiful. These are check glass star barrels, and again, I've never seen these, but look at these cuties. Oh my gosh, the little star details. I just think it's so cute and so well done. I think a lot of times when I see celestial themes, for some reason I just feel like it's like a lot of times just really overdone. This is very sophisticated and very just like you wouldn't even know until you just looked really, really close. And I like jewelry that has those little details. And so these are stunning. Next is this lapis faceted oval link dyed brass, 11.5 by 27.5mm. And this is what mine looks like. And oh my gosh, I think that's pyrite in there. And this one has so much in it. It just matches that the bezel just really, really well. And look at those beautiful facets. This is such a stunning little piece here. Next is a check glass brio drop caravan mix 6x9. There's about 40 pieces here, and we get like this almost a beige luster with a cobalt, a turquoise, and what looks to be a black. Let me bring it up to the light. Either that or it's a very, very dark red. And so, wow. Some more dangly bits like we can do. We have daggers, we have the little lilies, we have these. We have so many options for dangles. So I see fringe in my future. Next are these glass mosaic barrels, and there are 2 of them, and it might be my favorite piece in the box, maybe. Like these look like owl eyes to me, so I got really lucky on that one. And this is, they're just so crazy. They're a bigger bead here, definitely very organic. They're not exactly the same. I would not use these in earrings anyway. I think this would be like a good focal for like either a bracelet or maybe a necklace, and I just love these so much. These are so cute. All right, these are a check glass long geo oval and a jet black blue silk, which I just love the silk glass in check. And then we have check glass Hamzas in the orange mixed gold, and we got 2 pieces of that. So if you can look here in the Hamzas, the orange is actually mixed. The actual glass itself is a mix, so those are really, really pretty. And then we have the silk with the jet and blue. So oh my gosh, look, these just remind me, like, I don't know if they are vintage, but it just reminds me of like more of a vintage cut. And every time I see silk, I also think vintage. I don't know why, but I do love a good silk check glass. I think this shape is new to me. This is a textured barrel, turquoise with gold wash. And you get 10 pieces, and these are cute. They almost remind me a little bit of like little coffee beans without being too like, you know, it's giving that I don't know, very organic vibe, which I really, really like. Next up is the Check Glass Table Cut Square Oasis Mix, and these are 16 millimeters, and oh my goodness, look at these beads. This just, it's like an ocean in a bead, like a beach in a bead almost, like a beach at sunset. The water is bluish green, and you got the sand, the surf. These are just really, really lovely. I could use about 100 of these. All right, next up is an 11-0 Miyuki round seed bead house-made silk road mix and 5 grams of this. And y'all, especially if you're not bead weavers, this is gonna go a very long way. These just as little spacers in your designs, this is a very generous amount here. And again, we're kind of mirroring those colors that we see in the drops and in some of these beads here, as you can see. And then this one especially, this one is lovely. Man, this is such a well curated box, and we're not even done. We also have a tube of 1.8 millimeter Miyuki cube seed beads, and this is also in the Silk Road mix, and you get 5 grams of this as well. So these same colors that you're seeing in the seed beads are like mirrored. And oh my goodness, look at these little cuties. I haven't used a cube this small, so I'm definitely excited to try this out. Now look at it with the rounds, these 11-0s here. What a perfect little mix here. I do feel like I want to separate some of these colors and use them independently, because I just love that cobalt color in this one in particular. All right, we're running out of room, but last but not least, we have an ornate diamond brass 19 millimeter chandelier link. There's 2 of those, and a 2-hole link, and that's all one piece, and they're both made in the USA. And look at these. This gold is the perfect gold. It matches the other gold component here. It's a nice, pleasing gold color, same as the gold wash on the Hamzas. And I think that's all the metallics that we have in here, but oh my gosh, look at these little pressed, just beautiful little components here. This is screaming pendant, obviously, but oh my gosh, there's so much that we can do with these. I don't know if I want to use them. It's like I want to keep them forever, you know? And it's always a battle that I have, especially with Sam's Bead Box with their metal components. It's just like, these oftentimes are very unique metal components. And again, with the Soft Flex design kits, those are normally like very unique metal components too. So it's really hard for me not to hoard them, but I'm gonna do my best. Oh my gosh, so for the past 2 months, Sam's Bead Box has been having me in a chokehold. This one, along with the last one, the citrus kit, excuse me, like, I feel like this is a Sam's Bead Box renaissance, because these past 2 boxes have been absolutely stunning. They are total opposites on the like edge of the spectrum, so to speak, but they are both so funky and beautiful in their own right, and I love them both. And so I'm like living for this palette. This is just such a crazy, like, rich, just like, I don't know, it's just perfect for the time, and I can't believe that we get this many beads in one box for the price that they do. So if you're on a budget and you really want like really great beads, just save up your coins, get this Sam's Bead Box, and you're good to go. And especially if they keep working with designers like Danielle and Deb and Sarah and all the ones, right? It's just a beautiful box worth all the money that it charges. So, all right, let me get my creative juices flowing here, and we will make a quick project before we leave. All right, so I got quite a mess going on here, but this is kind of like my creative process here. And so what I'm gonna do is I have this red coral color, and I really want it to show. So I'm just going to actually crimp this onto the component itself on both sides. So we're gonna do just a symmetrical, not symmetrical, but like the same amount on each side of this link. I want this link to be the focal, obviously, because it's amazing. So I'm just gonna do a magic crimp on this one. And again, if you haven't heard this in one of my videos, whenever I do magic crimps, this is a soft flex crimp too, by the way, I do like to go about 70%, turn it, and go 70%, and then keep turning. And then it should nest pretty well in there at that point. And I feel like this, just going slower like that, helps me get a really good crimp. So you want it to be really, really good, because I am going to cut this right off at the crimp here. Let me find my pliers. All right, so we are looking for a 7-inch bracelet, but it's going to be two-sided, so I'm just going to do up to 6 inches here. And so I really wanted to kind of like pop these colors on each side. So I took the cubic zirconia beads. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Took the cubic zirconia beads and I just alternated them with a silk. Oh my gosh, this little pop of sparkle is just so cute. And these little vintage looking check glass. So cool. So I went through my strand of cubic zirconia beads and just picked the colors that I want out of the mix. All right, so let's see what I got for length on this one. We are looking for like 3.5. Let's see. If I do that, then I think we'll be good. I'm just gonna bead bug it though, just in case I need to adjust. So we'll bead bug her. We'll get the other side going. Again, just a little bit of soft flex here. We need about 4 inches or so. Probably did about 5 there. I'm gonna do another crimp tube. All right, and we're gonna crimp directly onto the component. Again, kind of like match your loops on both sides. This one's a little short. There we go. And we're gonna do magic crimp. Again, that 70% seems to be the sweet spot. And then you can kind of go around and make sure it's good to go. And I'm just so happy with that little technique because my magic crimps were looking real ragged, if I'm being honest, until I kind of like chilled out. I was like, don't hulk it, okay? Don't hulk it. All right, so I picked out some of these like lavender ones. They didn't have like blue, but I think the lavender is gonna be good enough for the contrast here. It's gonna get across what I need it to. I'm barely using any beads, y'all. Like this necklace or this bracelet's gonna be so cute, and I still have so much of the box to go. I'm just using very few beads. But I definitely wanted this jasper on my wrist. All right, so it looks like we're gonna be a little short, which is okay. That's okay. That's okay. So what we can do here, we can either just keep it like that and then add some. This might be cute on the back end, one of each, because I kind of want to pull in another tone. We'll see how this looks. Because this could be giving like Americana, you know what I mean? So if we kind of pull in the turquoise, okay. We still want it to be, let's see, another. So I'm just putting another, oh, I love those. Those are so pretty. I am also just a sucker for sparkle though. Like a little magpie. All right, and I think if we kind of just use, so what I'm gonna do is use this clasp here. That's almost right at 7, so let's put a bead bug here. I just kind of want to try it on my wrist because this will definitely be mine if we just clip directly onto the magnetic clasp. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to pull out 2 more crimp tubes and we're going to do a magic crimp. For those as well. The trick with this one is going to be getting it close enough where the clasp still has some wiggle room. I think that's going to be about good here. Keep in mind, we are going to have to cut right off of the crimp because those cubic zirconias are not going to fit in there. So we just want to make sure we're good with the flexibility here. And I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Because even if the soft flex shows, that's by design. Okay. Do we want to put crimp covers on these? The ones on the back I didn't do that great on. As you can see, I'm still, learning the tool. And so let's just get some crimp covers out and see what it looks like. All right, so I got these super duper small ones. If we don't like them, we don't have to use them. We can cut them off. But I think I'm gonna like them. I just didn't want them to be too overpowering. Let's see. Oh goodness, you see that's like a little snug little fit. These are super small. These may be like a 2 or 3. It's probably a 3 millimeter. That looks cute. All right, so what are we thinking? It's not too imposing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these crimps on here and I'll bring you back for the finished look. Oh my gosh, you guys, so here's what she looks like. Isn't she so cute? I know it's just real simple, but I think the beads really just speak for themselves here. And I didn't have a gold magnetic clasp that matched this, so I used the antique brass and I think it still matches the vibe. So yeah, tell me what you think about this beautiful little bracelet down below. And man, this box is a stunner. I can't wait to make more projects with it. If you'd like to see me make something with this box, just let me know down below. And I hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.